Good morning. This is the Morning Motivation. My name is Thomas Warden. These are entrepreneurs from all over the world that have come together collectively this morning to co-create with you right now to bring love and energy into this platform, to be able to bring knowledge and tips and tricks on what we have done to be able to shift our lives, shift our energies, shift our thought processes into a new direction of love and happiness. And we have seen how that positive energy has put our life into a different flying disc vibration that we call it. A high flying disc is what I call it, because I stay up here with this energy all the time. Because why? Once my cup started getting overflowed with energy, it was kind of like, what am I going to do with it? Then in life was able to open up a platform to where I was able to learn some new things from entrepreneurs that are shifting their lives into a new direction. And I wanted to learn what they were doing, so how I could do it. So I got in and started learning how to do it, and now I found out how to do it, and now I'm doing it on a day-to-day basis because I wanted my team to increase their energies even more, to know that they can bring more to the table from within. The more of the light, that source energy that we have within, that energy, once I tap into it, oh man, keeps me with goosebumps all day. It might be 80 degrees outside and you see me walking around with a long sleeve shirt. Why? Because once I get this energy flowing and it's coming and it's the abundance, I try to absorb it all. And sometimes it's hard to maintain. But now I have found an outlet to be able to put it out. And that's called this Morning Motivation. And we have come collectively with team members that are like-minded, that want a better energy within their lives. So they started joining in to see how they could bring and what they could bring to the table. And many people have stepped out of their comfort zone and their cocoons and started letting their wings, flutter and coming out and now bringing their leadership and their energy to the table and offering more to what we can bring to this platform every day. So every day we have a community that we put this out in. Then it started going out into the world, and now it gets shared out to many other platforms because we have found out that more and more people are wanting positive energy within their life. They're wanting positive thoughts. They're wanting to know, how can we kickstart our day and not have a bad day? Well, as we found out, we start it before we get out of bed. And we're going to go with it just like I do every day. Before I get out of bed, I say thank you for the blanket that I had kept me warm last night. I say thank you for the bed that I was able to sleep in. I say thank you for the roof that was over my head. Then I get out of bed and I say thank you for these feet that I'm able to stand on. I am thankful for this physical body that I can see and hear and taste and touch and feel everything this morning. I am thankful for the clothes that are on my back, the roof over my head, and the food in my belly. I am thankful for the love of my life, Miss Carol right there, that takes care of me and gives me love and energy back, because she gives it to herself before I even get out of bed. She's already up, moving, getting coffee going, playing, getting the dogs ready, getting herself ready, and then giving herself the love. So when I get up and I get that hug from her, guess what? It is a co-connection of energy that is ready to receive the abundance of the day that is coming to us. So once you start doing that on a day-to-day basis, start making that a habit right there, just saying those words. What did that take me right there? Less than a minute to say that right there, didn't it? So if you can get up every day and say something less than a minute, is bringing positive energy to yourself. You're bringing positive intention to yourself. And all you had to do is take maybe 5 minutes of your morning to give a good intention to where your day is going to go. So now that you've given your day a good intention, now go out and then no schedule. Where's your day going? Don't just willy-nilly say, hey, well, I got to go to work and then I don't know what else I'm going to do. Really? Come on, there's 24 hours in a day, and people complain about lack of all the time. Well, what was you doing in that lack of time that you really wasn't doing anything at work? When you got off of work, what was you doing with your time? Did you come home and put it behind a remote control and a TV screen? Grab a bag of chips and a cool beverage? So did you move your life in any direction where you truly wanted to go? So the only person you can, bitch about or complain about is to yourself. So just remember that right there. So every day we get in here, we bring this information, and then we learned how to journal. We learned how to write down our goals. Why? Because I started listening to people that had results way before any of us. I started following back. Who was their teacher? Who was their mentor? Who did they go to? Who did they listen to? Then I started listening to their podcasts and their video recordings, and I started molding myself. So that time frame that I was sitting diligently at that construction job waiting for something else, I put in some podcasts, and I would listen to something that would increase my knowledge while I was waiting for my job to where I could do something. So I was shifting my energy in my life and my thought process while I was working for someone else. So when I jumped into the entrepreneurial lifestyle, I knew that I was ready to actually take on that task. Then when I found out that I had to start working on my financial side of life, I figured out real quick once I started making money, I didn't know how to handle that. My family didn't come from money. So I had to find somebody that that could mentor me in money. So, and then what was the worst thing? I divorced 22 years ago. Allowing somebody else in my life and to be around me and to share my energy and my space and my time, that was something new to me too. So starting a relationship with Miss Carol 5 years ago was a whole different shift in my life right there. So what did I do? I had to make sure that I talked to people that could put me in the right direction because they've had the time frame and they've had some training and they've had the years of knowledge of a good relationship. You know, a hardy foundation is what they built. So that's where I, started working. I've got to build a solid foundation with open and honest and transparency, and everybody knows what's going on at all shapes, forms, and fashions. So nobody is in the dark and assuming shit. So there's no assumptions in anything that I do in my life. I'm transparent all the way around to everyone, because when you meet me, you know that's the same person that you see right here on this screen. I am this way, and I have very few friends, except these friends right here on social media. But outside these doors, a lot of people don't understand me because they're still in that vibration down here. They haven't really truly wanted to shift their energy or their life because they're happy being in that drama state and that complaining state and that always in lack of mindset state, and not really understanding that they have the power within. But yet a friend, it's kind of like my kid, he didn't want to listen to me at times, but yet he would listen to the coach. But guess what? He's 24 years of age now, and I didn't really understand it, but he was listening then because he is doing a lot of things and saying a lot of things and moving his life with the good energy. So I know I've done my best in guiding my child, so once I knew that I've done my best and he's out on his own and he's making his choices and I see he's doing a good job, so I'm very proud of that as well. So it is an awesome day to have an awesome day. And we bring energy in here every day, and tips and tricks and knowledge. Reach out to the mentor to see how they have done it, what they have done. We do, like I said, the journaling. We always talk about writing down your goals. We always talk about the pin trick on the happiness and the rewiring the mind from the thought process. Okay, that was negative. What is going to be the better outcome of it, of that negative situations? How can, that negative situation comes up, start thinking positive. Okay, what would be more happy in my life if it went this way instead of that way? So when we start rethinking things and we start giving different words instead of the, I can't to I can and all that, you've heard that over and over within here. But we put that out on all the time. Why? Because it seems like we need to get a rubber hammer and a mallet sometimes when we're sitting here with y'all ever been to the circus or where they have the little groundhogs popping their heads out of the hole all over the place and you're trying to beat the groundhog head? Bing, 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 bing. Sometimes that's what it feels in here. People pop their head up and they say, I want to know something more. I want to do something different with my life. And then we start working with them. And then all of a sudden, it's actual work that they have to do with them. It's a habit within you that you have to start shifting. It's words within you that you have to start shifting. And then they boom, well, that's too much work. So they pop right back out. And then they hide for a while. Well, then they pop up to, for a week later, a month later, and they pop back up again saying, hey, I want to do something more in my life. I need to do something more within my life, and then it's like, okay, well, we started, a month ago, but yet where did you go? This isn't something that you start and then stop and then start and then you stop. This is your life. Where do you want it to go? And if you're going to do something, you got to do it daily, because you're not going to do something for 30 days and try to receive results that you think that I have achieved within 30 days. And say, well, it didn't work for me in 30 days. Well, guess what? It didn't work for me either in 30 days. I've been working on this crap all my life. I've been working on me all my life. And there's many hours that, yes, I was in darkness. And there was many hours and days and months that I wasn't in the right spot. So did you see me out and about in the world? No, because I didn't have anything to bring to the world. But yet there was many times that I was working on myself. And then it was like, oh, this is cool, and then I did that same thing. It's like, oh, I got complacent. And I got right back into a comfort zone and fell right back down into doing the same thing I was doing before, not accomplishing anything. But yet when I found kept my energy is a little bit high, my thought process is a little bit better towards me and better energy towards me, then guess what? Things started happening. Abundance started coming. And I'm not talking just the monetary funds of life, guys. When I say abundance, there's more things to that word of abundance, because love within you, love that you can give out, the friendships that you have, the communications that you can have, the life shifts of conversations that you can have with children, friends, coworkers, things like that. The abundance of groceries that is in your, if your, cupboard is not bare, that is abundant. If you have clothes on your back today, that is abundant. If you're able to drive a car and you have insurance, you are abundant because you have a job with the monetary means to be able to pay for that. So say thank you for the abundance that you have within your life because you are working with the physical means of your name. What are you doing, to go out there and make what you want in life? That's the work side. So now we're going to show you how to make more time because we're going to show you how to schedule your time a little bit better, or utilization of your time just a little bit better throughout the courses and the trainings that we have and the talking in here on a day-to-day basis, because you just come in here just for that 30, 45 minutes every morning that we have in here and just listen. And you just do this consistently, even if you have your earbuds on and you're walking down the street or in your car driving with the Bluetooth on. If you're at work, like Miss Kim, thank you for coming in today. And she's at work, but she has us in her earbuds. So she's still getting the message, even though she has got the work going on. So crank it up at the house. Put the computer music on. Let us hear, crank it up. We're there. We want you to hear these words that are coming out from everybody here today. So, Brother Julio, I'm going to pass it on to you for a second so I can get me clear my throat.
Thank you, Thomas. I always appreciate it. It's funny because sometimes you were speaking and just how easily some of that flows off your tongue. You say it all the time that this is not scripted. We could tell that it's in you already, Thomas. If a person were to just meet you today, if they're just coming on here this morning and they're just meeting Mr. Thomas Warden, you go, wow, okay, this is something new. And you could just tell it's not something that you're trying to feed somebody that you're not practicing. It's something you're implementing already because you just coming off it flowed off of your tongue with ease, and I think when something is inside of a person, it's not hard to come out of their mouth. It's really not. When somebody wants to cut habits out, let's say cursing, and they're always cursing, and they keep cursing, and they go, oh, I got to stop myself. And they're thinking twice before they speak, but they curse words still come out because it's in you. That's why it comes out of the abundance of the heart. The mouth will speak. You're speaking. Even the word just said, out of the abundance of the heart. You spoke about how many forms of abundance just now? You spoke about plenty forms of abundance. I want to speak about manifestation this morning, though. Something that's been it was just really, really deeply pressed upon my heart yesterday, and I was thinking, what am I manifesting in my personal? So instead of approaching it to you guys, 9 times out of 10, I want to go ahead and bring it to you guys and ask you guys. So ask yourself that question as well. But I got into asking myself, what am I manifesting? And I say that because, we speak about being co-creators in our day, co-creators in everything that we do and everything we say, how we carry ourselves, how we go about our day and so forth. We are co-creators. But what are you manifesting? Are you manifesting good things? Are you manifesting bad things? So I had to ask myself these questions. So when you beat up yourself, when I beat up myself, and I go, okay, why am I not where I want to be? That's whatever area, because you could apply this specifically to anything. Whenever you're not where you want to be in a specific area, you manifested that. So what could you do in order to get yourself from where you're currently at to where you want to be? Well, you have to start dwelling on those things. You have to start dwelling on greater things. If you continue to allow your focus to be on negativity, if you continue to allow and it all goes back to, if you want to go to the root of it, I guess you could say it's the law of attraction, okay, more or less. That's exactly what we're speaking about. But you're manifesting it. So if you continue to focus on negative, the negative will come to you. If you continue to focus on being broke, then you'll always be broke. If you continue to focus on, damn, I have so much drama, so much stress going on in my relationship, then guess what? You're going to have drama and stress and all of this drama in your relationship. If you continue to focus on, the have-nots or I can't or all of these things that aren't adding to you as an individual, as a person, then that's what you're going to manifest, guys. You're going to manifest that thing over and over and over and over again, because this brain of ours, it continues. I mean, there's what is 70,000 thoughts or 7,000 thoughts or whatever that go through our brain in a day. Those are a lot of thoughts. So, and they don't come to us in one split second. They don't come to us, all at one shot. They come to us throughout the day, so either we're manifesting something good or manifesting something bad, so to the person that says they can, they're right. And to the person that says they can't, they're right also. Why? Because they manifest that. They believe in themselves that they can do something. So that's what they're going to manifest. Oh, well, I don't think I can do that, Thomas. Well, then you can't. How many times you've spoken to how many people tell you that, and how you've even checked me, you've checked JJ, Sean, a number of us in how we speak. Because you understand that there's power with these words. You understand that there's power. And given a lot of the stuff that comes out of here, of course, it had to first go up here in this computer brain of ours. It had to go up in here. So whatever is conjuring up in here, a lot of times we speak it out from here. And there's power in our words. We have the power of life and we have the power of death with the things that we speak. So it's more than just thought. It's also speaking. There's power. So instead of saying, I can't do something, even if your brain is conjuring that, to begin to say, I can do something. And then slowly but surely, that'll begin to change your thought process. Begin to speak. We speak about affirmations every morning, every single morning, whether we're discussing personal lives or whether we're discussing business. We speak about affirmations continuously. Why? Because we have to continuously affirm greatness in us. We have to continuously affirm that we can do something. We have to continuously affirm that anything is possible, but you have to believe that it is possible. If you continue to say, okay, well, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible. Yes, yes. There's going to be something that's shifting in you. There's going to be something that's altering you. It's almost like you wanted to bring this hand in conjunction with this hand. Well, the more you say it's possible, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible. The more you say it, the more you bring yourself closer to what you believe is possible. So believe great things are possible and great things are going to come your way. But if you continue to say, I can't, you're going to get further where you want to be, man. Go ahead, Thomas. What?
My son. Oh, that's just too hard. Did you even try it? No. How do you even know it's too hard?
Right. Well, because
yeah.
Right, because something is hard doesn't mean that you can't attain it. It just means you have to work a little bit more to get it. If it was that easy, then everybody would be doing it. If that were easy, if it were that easy, then everybody would be a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire. Well, it's only for a selective few. Not that it's a special club or something, but it's only a selective few that are taking their brain there, that are manifesting themselves in greatness. It's only a selective few that are altering, that changing. Don't get me wrong. I want this to go viral. I want this to go across the globe. I want this mentality, this concept to grow. And it is possible for each and every person on the face of this earth to adopt this and practice this, and it manifest. But how many would actually receive it? Not everybody. Somebody's going to go, oh, whatever. The law of attraction, whatever, that stuff doesn't work. That stuff's not real. That's not even possible. Well, they've just accepted the death that just came out of their mouth. They just accepted that as reality. There has to be a shifting. There has to. There'll be a shifting up here. Right. There has to be a shifting and an awakening. Right. You've got to believe it. Manifest great things. You manifest negativity, negativity is going to come at you. You manifest great things are going to come at you. But you got to continue to speak it so you can grab that thing. You grab that thing, don't let it go, baby.
You have to believe it.
Go ahead, Thomas.
You have to believe. If you want something great, you have to believe it, right? Did we all freeze up? No.
This is right. This is true.
So.
No, you didn't freeze. You didn't freeze.
Yeah,
It skipped for
yeah,
a second, but you're good. We're still flowing and going,
yeah,
baby.
yeah. But yeah, it's you just got to believe. You know, like you said, if you want this to come together,
I seen you. I know you wanted to jump on board, brother.
but yeah, you feel it and you know it. And when you're connecting, you're getting closer. You're believing more, and then you know, all right, it's getting close. You know what? I'm feeling this. I understand it. I see in the bigger picture. Oh, what? Oh, we believe now. Connected, and then it's there, and it's like, all right, now you got that. Now you're riding that wave of that vibration frequency that you put out there, and then, now it's like you're riding with it. And it's like, oh, look at this. Is fun. You know, because yesterday, you know,
And
I
by
felt
practicing, you sense that internal shift, Thomas. When you begin to practice this thing, it is not just words that are being uttered out of your mouth. It is not just whatever's flowing from this brain of yours. But when you begin to speak that, when you begin to affirm yourself, you are speaking those affirmations, and you sense a shift in your heart, in your soul, in your emotions, and all it is, all the way to the gut, to your core person. You're gonna sense something shift. You're gonna sense something change. You're gonna go, oh, what is that? Oh, that's something new I've never felt before. That's something. Oh, it's a great feeling. And it's almost like you want more of it. You want more. Because I know exactly, it's like a light. You want more of it, man. You want more. So that's just me and my experience. Once you tap into this thing, the possibilities are endless, guys. You can manifest just about anything, but you've got to believe it within yourself. Go ahead, JJ.
You know, as usual, Doc, you bring some good stuff to my brain cell every morning. That's one of the things I love about being here. But, you know, I want to give everybody a little tip that I know has helped me for the longest time. I've always been the I can kind of person. You know, I had a partner years back with my river rafting accessories company, and I swear it was all the time he would tell me, "Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that." And I'd go, watch it happen. And I'd do it. You know, whatever it was, because I'd take a look at things and go, yeah, we can do that, and just do it, you know. But I've learned something in the last year, 2 years that I think has really become a great thing. And all it is just a matter of shifting a thought process, you know, which is what we're all about around here, is trying to help people think differently, change, and manifest, you know, because that's how you manifest, is by starting with your thoughts, right? And this is something that really comes into play a lot when it comes to the Kong's water business, but ultimately it involves everything and anything, and that is thinking of, you know, people think of, you know, having to get up to go to work in the morning. They think of it as a job, as a job, rather than thinking of it as an investment in themselves. People look at the Kangen water machine and they go, oh, I can't afford that. That's too expensive. Instead of thinking of it as an investment into their health. And, you know, if you just simply take whatever it is you got to do, wherever it is you got to do it, whatever's going on, think of it as an investment instead of an expense, or instead of a job. Think of it as investing. And as soon as you can, when you can switch from job or expense to investment in your brain, everything shifts, everything changes. You think of everything as an investment. You know, when it's 6:30 in the morning and I'm sleeping like a rock, and I wake up and see that it's 6:30, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired. I really don't want to get up. I'm sleeping so good. My little angel kitty's right between my legs, sitting there snuggled up. It's so warm and cozy in here. But immediately my mind goes to that investment that I'm making in myself, and that investment that I'm making in others, you know, because I want to get up here. I want to have this live going on. I've got people coming in here on my page, making comments, looking at things, seeing this. Some people are starting to become regulars. And, you know, my buddy Rick Bodley's in here, Dan Endlin's in here. You know, we got people coming in, and you just never know how you're going to touch people's lives, kids. And so do yourselves a favor, try to switch to investment. Just think of everything as an investment, whatever it is you're doing, no matter how badly you don't want to do it.
When you're giving away your time, isn't your time of value to you? So to even your employer, you're giving your time away for that monetary funds of abilities and talents that you have within you. So you go into that job with that resume to pick up that job. So do it with the best of your heart. The respect within you will come out within your job. And then guess what you leaving your mark with? That's your name. So what are you leaving back on the world each day? The table of life each day. What are you leaving for everybody to understand? What did he bring to the table? Was he a butthole for his whole life? Was he a grumpy old person his whole life? Was he somebody that brought back love and inspiration and uplifted people and inspired them and wanted them to rise to do more within their lives? That's all we're doing right here. We inspire each day for each and every individual to have the energy that we have, to have the want to do something more with our lives kind of energy. The mindset that you see from everybody, every face that you see within this screen here this morning, all these faces are inspiring to do something more with their lives. And now that they have figured out how they have been able to do something more with their lives, they're loving the energy that they're getting, and they want more people to have that same energy. I want everybody to be able to wake up and say, I love you, to themselves. I can't tell you how many people that I have talked to, and the stories that I hear from Julio of grown men that have never heard the words, I love you, to themselves or from their parents. You know, a lot of people don't even know what those true words mean, but when you start to understand and believe within yourself, the source energy that you have within you, the power light that you have within you, and the things that you can do within your life for you, just think of where you have been, the things that you have been through within life, and where you're at right now, and what you have truly accomplished already. Guess what? You are the one that has accomplished that. Now, where do you want to go with the next phase? Where do you want to be within the next 5 years? Because you can work that within the cycles and run it within a 5-year cycle and know each 5 years that you would like to be somewhere else or do something different, have a home, a family, a wife, a kids, a husband, a wife, a boat, a journey across the world, in a sailboat, whatever it is. What are you doing to head towards that? Because we all, start living our lives and our dreams in high school. And then boom, we get a husband and wife and kids. And now we're living our life for our kids for a while. And then sometimes we forget to live our life for ourselves because we get so wrapped up in our kids. Well, now our kids are grown and gone. The empty nest syndrome comes in and it's like, what do I really want to do with my life? So now you're at a point in your life where you can shift your energy and your world and then move it into a whole different direction and be like, wow, if I could have found this when my kids were around. But guess what? It wasn't the right time. You wasn't ready to receive. But if you're in here now and you're watching this and you're listening, you're wanting something different within life and you are ready to receive and move your energies into a different direction. So now all we have to do is start tweaking the process of getting you into the understanding of what you need to shift each day. And it's just little things, little words, little processes. That's it. Once you do those shifts, and stay a continuous habit with it on a day-to-day dedication, it all just flows. And it gets better and better and better as you get a clearer focus on where you want to.
It also grows, Thomas. It doesn't just flow. It grows. It's a muscle. That's what I've learned. It's like once you tap into that, it doesn't just start flowing out of you. You begin to see yourself empowered. You begin to see yourself changing. See, I've only discovered some of these things in the last few months of my life, the last year of my life, given I've been following Thomas Warden for over 2 years, but I've only just at the cusp of it. So if you guys want to call me doctor now in a jokey way, you think, man, this brother's on fire now. Wait till you see me a year from now. Wait till you see me 6 months from now. Wait till you see me 10 years from now. But it's all possible. But it's a muscle that begins to strengthen and it gets empowered and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger like a bodybuilder. And then you're able to use that and you go, oh, this is something serious. And it's all because of, a large part of this is because of the group. It's because of you guys. It's because of being empowered, coming here every single morning. I've never thought of what was possible. These concepts, I've never even fathomed such a thing. I'm a person that reads. I listen to podcasts and YouTube videos and encourage and motivate. I'm listening to all that stuff all the time. But this stuff, this is something, you got to get a hold of this, guys. You get a hold of this concept, you grab this, man, the possibilities are endless. You can do great things. All the things that anybody and everybody ever told you you couldn't do, I'm telling you, you can freaking do them. You begin to see them growing. You begin to see them manifest. You begin to see, you put this into practice, life changer, man. But you've got to believe. You put this stuff into practice, man, it'll change your life and it'll begin to change the lives of others. How do I know? Because that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing.
Hey,
affecting
Marilyn's got
the youngest person to an older person. That doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Affecting little children. We're affecting babes, guys. Now I need to be more cautious of the things that I say. I try to make sure I don't curse now. I don't want to let something come off that is, going to influence them in a negative manner. What we're doing is powerful, guys. My why has changed so many times in the last 6 to 8 months. It's not even funny. I've been shown stuff that I felt like my brain couldn't even, couldn't even fathom. But because of a morning motivation, because of exploring myself, because of practicing these things, I begin to see so much more. So much more. I hope you begin to see the same, guys. I really do, man. You're catching this on the replay, or, you watching on the Thomas Lee Warden, YouTube channel, regardless. You're watching this on a live stream, man. Thank you for coming on here this morning. Thank you for coming on. This isn't for us. We're doing it for you guys. We're doing it for you. The world needs this.
That's it. Marilyn, you got something right quick?
Let me change here.
Gotcha. Well, you was already unmuted. Where'd you go?
Yes. I just come up with something, and
we need to see your face. Can we see your face again? Because they're not going to see you on YouTube.
Where are we? There we are. Okay. I just had to switch. Okay. I just thought of something listening to this motivational morning thing going on. And 20 Bs, what we need to set those seeds of 20 Bs, and I wrote them down. And anything that we are doing to switch our mindsets and anything we're doing in life, we need to understand that we need to be consistent, be honest, be believing, be loving, be grateful, be happy, be thankful, be unstoppable, be wealthy within, be a light, be a game changer, be a mentor, be a learner, be an overcomer, be likable, be a believer, be a mindsetter, be kind, be joy, be peaceful, and be a peacemaker. Just believe, yes, I believe. Tell yourself this. Just believe, yes, I believe. Believing is receiving anything you believe in within yourself, and knowing whatever you believe in, it is an investment. Thank you, JJ, for giving me that key. You're in yourself and being empowered. Thank you, JJ, for giving me that key. And thank you all for leading me to a better mindset of life. I love it. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you for that. I love that.
I will put this in. I'll type this all in. So anybody wants to, have that down. And I learned documentation is better than anything. So when you got it written down, it gets registered here.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
So
thank you for that. Be powerful. I love it. All of
yes.
it. That was just an awesome thing. So thank you for bringing that in. Brother JG has something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to add one more little tidbit because, little tips, little things that can, that's one of the great things about being in here is every single day we get little tips that we can use to expand our lives, to expand our minds, to grow. And so it's awesome. And one of the things right in the beginning when I first found out about this joint, started coming in here, it was called the Morning Motivation. And I kind of immediately, like I always do with everything, I always have to find some sort of a joke or some sort of a nickname or whatever for everything and everyone. But it was the Morning Motivation Millionaire Mindset Energy Portal. And one of the things I started thinking about right from the very beginning because I used to sleep in till 8 o'clock or so, that used to be my pretty well normal time, and so getting up at 6:30 in the morning, that was quite a change for me. And then the thought process of doing it 7 days a week, whoa, holy moly, I don't even get to sleep in on Sundays. Oh my Lord, what is this world coming to, right? And, but what I did to change my thought process about that is I started telling myself that, the millionaire mindset, it never, ever takes a day off, ever. Mm-hmm. And when I'm saying millionaire mindset, you don't have to have $1 million in the bank to have a millionaire mindset. To be a millionaire is not necessarily to have $1 million in the bank. It's to have joy and health and a positive mindset. That's just as important as having money, is being happy within your own skin, being happy with yourself. But that's what I basically came to the understanding of, is that the millionaire mindset never sleeps. It never takes a day off. It never takes a second off, ever. And so that's a huge part of what gets me out of bed every morning, gets me into here, because I realize I come to the understanding that millionaire mindset never takes a break. It is always, always working. It is always learning. It is always growing. It is always pursuing. And, and so these little kinds of things, sometimes that's all it takes. That's one of the things that I've learned in here that has just hit me like a brick, is that sometimes, Thomas says it all the time, sometimes all it takes is just a little shift in your thought process, thinking about investment versus expense, thinking about, that good thoughts don't take days off. And, bad thoughts might take days off every now and again, but good thoughts, you don't ever want to let good thoughts take a day off. Don't ever let that happen. And if you always think of it that way, it'll make it easier and easier and easier and easier to grow as you move along. And so, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all. Thanks to everybody that's on the live feed. I hope you're getting some good value out of this. I know that I get tremendous value out of this joint every single morning. I look forward to it. And, thanks everybody. And I just thought I'd throw those little tips in there for everybody to think about.
Yeah, powerful tips right there. Definitely. Thank you, JJ. Because that's what it's all about. We're bringing something to the table. So he just brought out some, more information right there that you can grab and utilize and put into your time, space, reality. Yesterday, Carol and I was talking about worries, having worries. We was on a ride home yesterday, and it was just a beautiful 2-hour back road trip. And, I said, man, it's a beautiful day to not have worries, and she looked at me and she said, what worries do you really have? I had to stop and think. And then I thought some more. I really don't have many worries, because I've learned how to harness them, control them, face them, remove them, So if you have something of worry that's in your life, why is it worrying you? Why did it bring you out of your happy state? Stop for a moment and put a line down the middle. What you're worrying about over here? Why aren't you in your happy state? So this is the worry, and why is it keeping you out of your happy state? So now you need to go and work on the next line of, how do I need to correct this? All right. So I don't have worries in my life. Because
that's good, Thomas. You just did it, because think about it. You just said that, worries, right? So if people have worries, that's what they're manifesting.
Yes.
They manifest worry. The good book, whether you guys receive it or not, has some very vital instructions in it. I'm just saying. You might want to pick it up and read it every once in a while, okay? But it tells us, there's a whole chapter, just speaks about, do not worry. And if you open up, whether depending on which denomination you're from, I bet you the heading says, do not worry. Or it'll just say, worry, or topic on worry. Do not worry. If you worry, then that's what you're going to manifest. Worry in every area that you're specifically worrying about. But if you take it upon yourself to not worry and say, let me manifest good things. Let me manifest blessings. Let me manifest an abundance life. Or how about you manifest the things that you realize the blessings you already have. I have clothes on my back. There's air in my lungs. I have shoes on my feet. I have a job to go to, a vehicle to drive. Let me be thankful for these things and let me manifest greater things. That's what you'll manifest. The moment you begin to take that worry, you're going to manifest it. How about you just let it go? Don't take it at all.
Release. That's what I was going to say, because that's what I did. I said, here, Lord, I'm going to lay these worries at your feet, and I'm going to let you take care of them and step on them, stomp them away, and then I will be able to live my life. And that's what he did for me. So, but yes, guys, there's many areas that we talk about every day and here in Shifting Lives, and we're moving right along on time frame. And I know everybody has a busy day. So I want to pass this on to Shannon, and she's Cox, Shannon Cox right there in the pink shirt, pretty nice glasses on and long flowing hair. She is going to read an affirmation to wrap this up for us this morning. And then, we tell everybody once again, thank you for coming out, all the live feeds that is going on. Thank you, everybody that's coming in on there as well, and all the comments that's coming in to be able to answer in there. So everybody, all the new people that we see in here, we want to welcome you and thank you for joining in with us. We do this 7 days a week. This is recorded, and it will be on the Thomas Lee Warden YouTube channel. So you can go in there and subscribe and watch all the videos in there. There's many more videos that you can catch within there. So like I said, it is a beautiful, blessed day, and it's an awesome day to have an awesome day, and keep the smiles on your face and the energy in your heart and the happiness. Just let it keep overflowing, guys. Because if you're not smiling and having fun and getting stuck in a tree after you climb it at an age that we may not should be climbing trees, but we did it anyway. That was fun, huh, Christy? I loved that video. I got stuck in a tree. It was beautiful. Stepping out of our shells and exploring this life and this journey that we're doing. Never stop the adventurous side. Never stop your creative side. And always know that you're always inventing something new within you. Like Julio said, his why has continuously been changing here recently, because he has been opening and awakening his eyes and his life and his ears to a whole new different process that, like he said, never even fathomed. And I understand it. Why? Because I went through that same process. I was awakened myself. And then once I started seeing it and grasping it and harnessing it and knowing that what I had, and it was like, damn, it's been here all this time. I waited till 43 years of age to connect with it. What was wrong with me? So we want this to go out to our children and our children's children now, so they can know that they can harness this stuff at a younger age and know that they could bring more to life at coming up, instead of waiting until they get into that state of, man, my body's breaking down. I got to do something different with my life. Don't wait till it breaks down. Don't wait till you go through a hardship or through something sad. Let's bring this to the kids, and let's bring it, they're feeling it. It's not let's bring it. They're seeing it. They're hearing it. They're doing it. Why? Because you are. Everybody that's on the screen right here. Everyone in here is doing something different. So your faces are being seen on the YouTube channels. So during the recordings, if your face is out, they see in your face, and people know that we are real. We are human. We're all walks of life from every area of this world, from all age groups. From 17 to 75 we have in this platform. And I'm loving it, because everybody, if you stop learning, you were just dying and you gave up. We didn't give up. We're shifting the energies of this world, and Mother Nature is loving this energy, because we are all reconnecting and knowing that we're loving each other again and loving the whole process, because that's what this was all built off of. This ground that you walk on, that is why it was built, off of love. Then you were created because of love, each and every one of us. And I love and appreciate you all for being part of this world, being my brothers and sisters within this journey, enjoying this train ride that we're on right now. It is so much fun. All right, Miss Shannon, we'll pass it on to you. Wrap us up.
Morning, everybody. I am observant of the natural beauty and love that exists all around me. My mind is bursting with bright ideas, kind words, and happiness. I give myself space to grow and learn. I listen to my intuition and trust my inner guide. I accept my emotions and let them serve their purpose. I trust that I am on the right path. I am becoming closer to my true self every day. Everything about me is lovable and worthy of love. And I find opportunities to be kind and caring everywhere I look. My life is full of magic and serendipity. I am excited to immerse myself into my life. I am ready for what's to come.
Much love and appreciation, y'all. Have a beautiful, blessed day. We will see y'all tomorrow. Same Zoom link, same Zoom channel. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Love and appreciate you all.